Hey y'all, welcome to the channel that brings you multidimensional content, which means that the readings are from a broad and expansive point of view and that they're not for a specific time but should resonate with you whenever you come across them. So today we're going to talk about your relationship with money, right? Because I feel like a lot of y'all are secretly struggling with that, like the relation, especially starseeds, especially you starseeds, because, and I get it, it's like being of a high frequency, carrying more high frequency, like ideals type of thing, and seeing money as a more dense, seeing money as a dense aspect of life in terms of like vibration. It's more of like on the lower like vibrations and shit. Omen number one. And like so I understand why y'all feel like that. Like, but it's really important that you integrate. It's really important that you calibrate like this aspect of the lower vibrations. Guys, you must always understand that the point is not to like leave lower vibrations and just be high vibrations. No, the point is to unite. The point is to commune, to the point is to when you express yourself from the all instead of from a separated version of yourself, right? So yeah, there's those people out there that are like, just working on lower vibrations in terms of all aspects. And for those people, we try to like introduce more higher frequency concepts into their lives, right? Like unconditional love, like self-love, like boundaries, things like that. But to be honest, there's some of y'all who are high frequency, like it's all about the energetics and the spiritual whatnot. Y'all are losing touch with like the material, the lower vibrational aspects of self, because you've told yourself that those are bad because of this whole lower vibration thing that's out in the spiritual community. Like, no, no. Lower vibrational mostly just means material. Lower density, like lower frequency, means concepts that are limited in their action, right? So for instance, we'd say like jealousy is a low frequency concept because it's dependent on you staying, in a specific thought pattern. And the thought pattern is that, like, let's say you're not good enough or something, right? I'm making an example. Um, Now, yeah, in the bigger scheme of things, like, or in a bigger picture, maybe, it's a limited way of thinking. But within that, within jealousy, it has something to teach you about how you feel about yourself, about the fact that maybe you don't think you're good enough, and that's why you feel like you should, you know, uh, wish that something doesn't occur to someone else and it occurs just to you, or that jealousy will show you that you want something that you didn't even know that you wanted, maybe because all of a sudden you're sad that someone has something and you don't. Do you see? We don't always have to look at things from like, boo-hoo, you're going to hell, you're failing the spiritual thing. Like, come on, guys, please. So anyway, yeah, in terms of money, a lot of y'all are kind of out of touch when it comes to the material plane, and the fact that a lot of you are like energetic architects. You're here to actually build your reality from a space of awareness. And this is the material world, y'all. It's the 3D. How you think you gonna build a reality with no money? Like, don't make me laugh. Oh shit, don't make me laugh. So cool. And I guess like with some of you, it's not that like it's like a matter of no money. Like you don't want the money, you just want to be a monk and you want to sing the mountains. No, you don't want to talk about it. It's like you don't want to talk about the fact that like you're energetically connected to loads of it. And it's like we need to talk through that, because I guess maybe you have some guilt about being privileged, you have some guilt about being rich, you have some guilt about having a business or a project that like makes a lot of money, you have guilt over having a job that pays you a lot of money, because maybe you're from a community that wasn't given many opportunities to make money. Maybe you're from a community that, or you're from a community or family where, I don't know, man, where money didn't or doesn't come as easily to other people as it does to you. So you have some kind of guilt and shame attached to your relationship with money, which I might add is actually quite a good relationship. Even if at some point you went through like a dry spell, you have a really good relationship with money in terms of the flow. But obviously your shame and your guilt would have put some clogs, like some blockages in that flow, right? And the thing is, like, it's go time. So for a lot of you, it's time to unblock that. Imagine finances being like a chakra in your body, right? Like being one of your chakras. We can put it here by your hands, right? Makes sense, because these make, right? Your hands make things, they create. And yeah, so it makes sense that we could say your money chakra is here in the center of your hand, right? And basically, some of y'all, it's not so much that your money chakra is blocked, but your money chakra is blocked. And it is because, like I said, you have a lot of shame and guilt like connected to this chakra. Based on also people, like I said, kind of being jealous of the fact that for some reason money comes easy to you, and for you also going through the spiritual path and whatever, it's almost like you feel more authentic if you're broke within spirituality. You got jokes, you got jokes. Okay, cool, let's get into it. Let's get into the cards. Yeah, like what the fuck? Again, I'm gonna repeat. You've got obedience, you've got obedience, you've got belonging. Again, okay, firstly, right, we're gonna start with this card here. You got, there's too much happening. These cards are screaming out at me. You've got this, which you guys know is like one of my favorite cards, as it says, darkness does not always mean evil. Like this concept that you have around money, I just want to tell you that it's an uneducated concept. Like just relax. Just relax and watch this reading, and let's clear out like these doubts for you, right? Firstly. Secondly, you've got success and focus, right? The reason why this reading is happening now is because, as you know, because I know you know, you have an influx of like blessings coming to you, and a lot of them are coming within financial abundance. So in order for you to not fuck this up, we're gonna have to have a conversation about how you view your how you view the aspect of yourself that is money, because you do understand that, right? Your money is you, and for you to hate your money is you hating a certain aspect of yourself. You get that, right? Okay. Now, let's start at the beginning. We've got belonging and obedience. And basically, it's like, again, a lot of you come from these lineages, lots of starseeds that I'm talking to. Yeah. Orisha, in the sense that Orisha have this like royalty kind of. Orisha have this like royalty thing about them, and yeah, so it also has to do with like exuding privilege and like all that. And I think also it's because like you guys have been lied to, and you were told how like, you know, it's like you were convinced that like somehow Jesus was poor and it was like this sad story, and no one tells you how Mary comes from a royal family. Like them niggas weren't poor. Like, and like, I'm not saying there's anything against being poor or poverty. I don't even really care, like, because that's not what we're talking about. What I'm saying is that why would they need to change the narrative like that for you? Like, you need to ask yourself that. The only reason why someone needs to change the narrative like that is because they want you to feel some type of way about spirituality in connection to money. Like, what? I want to tell you something. I mean, let's start there just so that we get it. How money is the materialization of your spiritual substance. So if Mary's gonna give birth to a freaking Christ, you best believe she comes from a royal family. Like, and when I say royal, I'm not talking about the royals that you have now, guys, like in 3D. Like, back then, a person was royal because of the amount of knowledge and spiritual power that was within that family that allowed them to pass on to other people, like, all this like knowledge, like, about high frequency concepts, like I said before, about love, about unconditional love, about the art of creation, about sacred sexual energy, like stuff like that. You must understand it was a privilege. You think if you're like dirt poor, you've got time for kundalini sex or like sacred sexuality. You don't. There's no time for that because you need to survive. Things like deep spirituality, things like that are a privilege, like type of thing. So, like, I need you to understand that you come from that type of lineage, be it energetically or be it physically or whatever. So, you receiving a lot of your blessings in the form of money is as natural as the sun rising from the east in terms of from the perspective of the universe. Now, you live within the material world and there's a lot going on here. And one of those things that's in place is the law of confusion. So it's not weird that you feel this way. It's completely understandable. I'm just here to help you navigate this aspect of your life and tell you that, like, money's in your blood. To deny it is to deny yourself. And to deny it because you're spiritually inclined is just someone programmed you. Like, someone programmed a lie into you. Like, there's no need for you to do that. There's literally no need for you to do that. I'm going to repeat. Money is a manifestation of your spiritual substance. So once you're aligned, like, to a certain degree, it only makes sense that certain ideas start attracting themselves to you. Those ideas are programmed to expand the consciousness of society, be it through products or services. So it can be through creating the iPhone, it could be through a soap, because people need to be clean. Like, it can be through a fucking, like, plugs. I'm literally naming shit that's in this room, like anything, right? And having your community engage with you in that way, resulting in exorbitant amounts of money that, again, you take and you contribute to another, like, aspect of your community, because that's contributing to an aspect of yourself. Look, the people I'm talking to, right? If, in case you haven't gotten this yet, you're part of this, like, energetic group, like these people that are guardians of wealth. And wealth, you heard me, ne? Not money, guardians of wealth, which means that you guys are, that's why star seeds, you guys are like descendants of star seeds that are in the, what do you call this, like the galactic order or something, right? Because that's what I'm getting. I'm getting guardians of wealth. I'm getting the guardians of knowledge, like things like that. That's why I called you guys architects. There's a certain part of your mission here within this plane is being the pioneers. It's literally being in charge of the expansion of consciousness, of the community, of the collective. And that means that you have this access to unlimited energy to perform your tasks. And one of those unlimited energies comes in the form of cash money. Money is part of your mission. What you do with the money, by the way. Okay, that's also another thing I should say here. It's not really, this reading isn't really about like cash money. It's mostly about what you're doing with this money. You're not going to be wealthy, or you're not wealthy for the sake of wealth. It's this magical charge that you find within money is how you ground it and connect it to other aspects of this reality, building more and creating more. You get what I'm saying? I hope you do, because this is your destiny. So yeah, look, this reading is basically about like get your head out your ass, and if to be good you have to deny like the fact that you have this kind of manifested power, then I hope you're ready to be bad, because then yeah, your denial of this aspect of yourself, like this bad talking, like this bad talking money and bad talking spiritualists who are wealthy and all of that. Like, I just want you to know you're just bad talking yourself and different aspects of yourself. And not only that, uyazvala, like uvale izinto zakho, uzivale like nihambe nithi niyathakathwa, nihamba nithi abantu like baninzi izinto banomona kanti wena ozithakathayo. Like, what are you guys doing? This thing where you out here talking that good shit about, what are you actually saying? Like, are you saying because someone is a spiritualist, like they must do it for free? Like, I want you to know that you are clogging up your own blessings. That's all you're doing, because you're denying yourself. It's fair. Whose blessings should you be closing up? Vele, you must be closing up your own blessings, because you're the one that's denying yourself. You are denying who you are because you're ashamed of it. Because uncle, you want to be like your neighbor. Okay, cool. You can go be like your neighbor. Your neighbor has very minimum spiritual substance. That's why Ali broke. Do you? Also, your neighbor. Okay, let me keep quiet. I'm sorry. But yeah, anyway, yeah, truth be told, shit, you can hate me if you want. You know I don't give a fuck. Like, you know I come here with love, and I love y'all either way. And that's why I'm not scared to ping you these messages, because I come from a place of love. Like, this is me. This is me. This Owlie, have y'all seen my owl tattoo? This is me. Like, Owlie, this is me. Telling you this truth and being like, relax, yo. Like, relax. Mind your own business is also what I'm hearing. Like, mind your own business. Like, I feel like people's idea of you have you, like, those ideas have you talking shit about who you really are. They don't mind you talking shit because it's not who they are. They don't have that amount of spiritual substance. So, like, stop denying yourself. Okay, I'm gonna stop because I'm getting that you're doing that. Like, you're mending. Yes, there's no place like home. It's exactly like that thing. It's like you had denied yourself, but now you're coming back. You're coming together. You're realizing that, you know what, it's not worth anything to deny yourself. You are what you are. Like, and it's nothing is innately evil. Like, money can't be evil. Only you can be evil and then use money in an evil way. And you're starting to realize that you're not evil, and therefore your shitload of money ain't evil either. Okay? Like, you got this. I love this. So, you're about to enter into this phase in your life where you're so aware of the hugeness of yourself. You're so aware of the you're so aware of the magnitude of your spiritual substance that you understand that it's inevitable. Nothing else can happen but for it to add up in your bank account. Like, it's inevitable. It's just how it works. It's just the formula. It's not you. It's, if anybody's got a problem with this, like, tell them to ask God. Ask God why he is blessing you. Ask God. Like, they must stop being angry at you. Okay? Alright, that's what I got for you, boo. You know.